The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Trader's Edge with Steve Rhodes. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The Trader's Edge. Now, Steve Rhodes.
Good afternoon, folks. Welcome to the March 25th, the terrific Thursday edition of today's Trader's Edge Show. I'm your host, Stevie Perseverance Rhodes, who absolutely knows that each of us should always be pioneers of our future versus prisoners of our past. Hope everyone out there is having a great day. Hey, let's make sure we have an extraordinary one. And the easiest way to do that is to always remember that life is happening for us, not to us. That's right. When you and I make that one little 2x4 shift, it means we can find the gift in every set of circumstance that life is going to toss at us. Now, today, you and I, we're going to go check on the circumstance of these markets. We're going to go figure out what those bulls and bears, what those buyers and sellers are communicating to you and I just past 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I want you to know that I'm absolutely grateful for your presence here. But more important than that, and that's this. During this next 60 minutes, I'm here to serve you. So feel free to pick up that phone. You can dial on in at 877-927-6648. If you can't dial in, hey, we've got you covered. Go ahead. Let your fingers do the walking. Send me an email, Steve, at TFNN.com. Inside the subject heading, if you'd be kind enough to put radio show question. Of course, in our Tigers Den, well, any ping will do. So let's go ahead and get this show started on terrific Thursday. Of course, this is Tiger Financial News Network. I'm Steve Rhodes. Welcome to the show. Right now, a mixed bag out here. The Dow at 52, the S&P 5. NASDAQ 100 off 51. Russell's up 28. Semis are back 11. Trannies are up 140. Composites off 27. New York Stock Exchange up 67. Wilshire up 88. The VIX back 37 pennies, trading at 20.83. So we got plenty to look at, and there's already 5 or 6 questions in the queue. So that's a beautiful thing. And but let's go take a look at the general markets, just get an overview. Many of these questions may actually be dealing with market, I don't know. But let's go take a look at what's going on that we know of right now as of 1:08 in the afternoon. Here we'll just begin by taking a look and understanding where is price trading, the equity futures contracts, that is, for their daily time frames, and where are those profiles. And here's what we see. Right now, the ES Mini is trading right at support. Support is 38.83, 38.80. What is it? This up here. Sorry, I'm at 38. I should have had it memorized. I did. 38.81. Right now, you're trading at 38.84. If the ES Mini closes below 38.81 today, it's going to be the first indication of a change in trend for the ES Mini. What happens if it holds 38.81? Well, then really it's just a consolidation with inside its daily structure, with inside its daily profile out there. Okay, that's the first thing. If you do get a close below 38.81, and then you get a second close tomorrow, that's an indication of a change in trend. Now, where would that change in trend take us to? Well, you can see that I've inserted here the weekly profiles. Those are the ones in yellow. We're looking at the very left-hand panel. The blue horizontal lines are the daily time frame. So we can see that the ES Mini would have the first level of weekly support is the old resistance area, the top of its profile, 38.26. Below that, 37.19. So those are the numbers to be watching. But right now, as we speak at 1:09 in the afternoon, prices held support. The NASDAQ is just consolidating within its daily profile. So that gives us a range of 13,206 at the top and 12,310 at the bottom. The Dow yesterday and the day before closed below the bottom of its profile. So very sneaky here, but the Dow has actually generated a change in trend signal. I would say that motion would be, we know that was seconded yesterday. So what do you say? Is it thirded? I don't think so. I know that's not so. But there would be if you close below it another day, consecutive day. By the way, it is 32,368. Where are we trading right now? 32,360, 370, 369. So you can see that price is sitting at support. The Russell 2000 has made its way back to the bullish structured weekly profile. The actual low inside the Russell 2000 equity future contract today was 2092.70. 2094.97. We're just getting exact here. For what reasons, I don't know, because I'm the one controlling the exactness here. But what we can see is that price hit, tested, and rejected. So you've seen a nice bounce inside the Russell 2000. I see there's a question that's in about the Russell 2000. Boy, when I say things happen for us, let's hope that this is the case out there. So yesterday I started experimenting with a different page that we could go to take a look at this information, because my other stuff, it's good, but it was just trying a new format. Well, just before we came on the air, my system, oh, shoot, this has a mini crash. I don't know if this is going to work. We're going to make it work somehow. It's just going to look strange. This is really crazy. Wow. And to restart it will take a long time. Anyways, let's try this here. When I say let's try this here, I'm going to the Russell 2000 because I see that's one of the first questions. So let me get to that question. This is coming from Tom G. Tom G writes in, good afternoon, Steve. I jumped into the TNA again long, just below 77 today. I'm wondering your thoughts on this. Okay, so let's try to do this here. Screen share. Let's look for that other page. Is that it? I think that's it. Yeah. So really strict. So I don't have a way to expand the charts because the border that's around the top, it's gone on all these charts. So what I'm going to have to do is reset things during the break, torture that data. Yeah, you're not kidding. But it is what it is. So here are your Tom G. Here are 8 different time frame charts to take a look at for the Russell 2000. It gives first with regard to the bottom. And I see one of our dinners got into the same trade. I believe took profits on it. But if you take a look at the short-term time frame, short-term being 15, 30, 120, you will see each of those have a confirmed Rhodes momentum indicator signal. And so the question becomes, where is price headed to? The 15-minute chart, Tom, there's no topping signal, and price may be targeting its TD9 breakdown level. That's at 2182. That's its message. Likely that's what you're going to see. Now, the reason I say that is because the 30-minute chart is saying that. The 30-minute chart shows that price closed above 2147.30. That was its TD9 breakdown level. So after producing that Rhodes momentum indicator bottom, that's where you should have found resistance. You didn't. You cut through that with a wide-ranging bar. And now this is suggesting 2203. I don't know if it's 2182 or 2203. But that's what its message is to you. Now, the 120-minute time frame says, hey, Steve-O, hold your horses. All right. And why is it saying hold your horses? It's saying hold your horses because, hey, guess what? So far, this has just been a counter trend rally up to resistance, the bottom of that daily, it's not daily, the 120-minute profile. And that's at the price point of about 21.60. Shoot. Let's see if I can actually get this here. Oh, man, that's not working. Yikes. Okay. Game plan B for that. I don't have a game plan B. You're going to have to visually see that price is sitting there right at resistance. That being said, Tom, stay with the trade. Stay with the trade because I don't see any reason for you to exit the trade. We can see other resistance levels, for example, on the 5-hour chart, right at its oscillator and change line here. The price is trying to take that out. The daily time frame does not suggest that this is a bottom. Not that it couldn't be a bottom, but it doesn't really suggest that it is. Now, the reason why it could be, take a look at this. This would be, today would be the third higher low. So, Tom, I think you're in a good space right now. This is Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back.
Steve Rhodes started his trading career as a student almost 20 years ago, and the student has now become the master. Steve won the prestigious Timer of the Year award in 2018 and barely missed that mark again in 2019, finishing at number 2 for the year. An amazing accomplishment. Steve Rhodes is committed to sharing his techniques and knowledge with anyone who wants to learn, and he shares his vast amount of trading knowledge every day in his Mastering Probability newsletter. Steve's award-winning newsletter, Mastering Probability, is delivered every trading day with updates throughout the afternoon. Sign up for Steve's market newsletter, Mastering Probability, and you'll receive access to 7 of Steve's educational webinars absolutely free. At TFNN, all our newsletters come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Visit TFNN.com and try Mastering Probability 30 days risk-free today. TFNN, educating investors.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, TAS understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the TAS Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today.
Hey there, I'm Andy Arbertine with Tiger Precious Metals and Stones. Whether you're looking to buy and sell precious metals or trying to find the perfect diamond ring, I'm here to help. I have over 15 years of experience with diamonds and precious metals. You can call me directly at 727-329-8245, and I will personally answer any questions you have and help you find exactly what you're looking for. I will be your personal concierge in the metal and stone business. Give me a call today, 727-329-8245.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. We got the Dow up 72, the S&P's up 8, NASDAQ 100 up 26 points out there. So I think we took care of that first question for Tom G. And with regard to the TNA, let's go to our next question. Next one coming in from Michael S. Michael writes in, he says, "Hey, Steve, I own Boeing and want to buy some more. What do you think of the 240 area? I think it just completed a 0.618 retracement." Another Michael from the Boston area. Well, that's great. Hey, Michael, thanks so much for listening in. Let's go take a look at Boeing. BA is the ticker symbol. So Michael mentioned the 618 retracement. Let's go take a look at the retracement levels. I don't know if we're using the same time frame, but let's go take a look at retracement levels. A retracement, we're taking a look at the swing points. So we're going to begin by the low from January 27th, 2021, all the way up to the high on the trading session of March the 15th. So, Michael, what I have here for that set of swing points, and I believe that's the correct set of swing points to use, and you're talking about 240, I show the actual 0.618 retracement level at 224. Now, not that 240 might not have been an entry area, because that 239.71 to be exact is the bottom of its bullish structure daily profile, which it has held. And we can see on a weekly basis, if price is able to continue to close above 244.08, then that will have held, and that would suggest a move higher. Now, the move higher would be 252 or 272, but is that the best buy point? So let me go to my other set of charts out here. I was able to shut things down and at least get one thing up and running, I believe. I'm just checking that out right now to make sure that it totally does populate here. Yeah, looks like it is. So let's do this. And this means going to take a look at my set of 8 paneled charts that take a look at Boeing on a monthly, weekly, daily, 195-minute, those are 2 bars during the day, 130-minute, 3 bars during the day, 65, why do I have 30 in there? That shouldn't be it. Oh, 30 minute. Yeah, 30 minute. That makes sense in 15. So now we're taking a look at Boeing. We're looking at the daily time frame. I'm looking at the daily time frame out here, and just want to see what we see. So expand it up. So we've got wave number 7 as the top. That's the letter G up there. Wow. So what I can't tell, Michael, is whether Boeing is trying to set up an A to B equals CD to the downside, and with a rally running up to 252.66. That's the center of its bullish structure daily profile, as well as its oscillator and change line. So that's one possibility. Of course, another possibility is, hey, support held, and it's going to just simply go ahead and try to tag the top of that profile at the 272 area, 272.09 to be exact. Weekly chart still looks okay. Nothing wrong with the weekly chart, no matter what. Monthly chart looks bullish. The 130-minute chart doesn't show us a bottoming pattern per se, not yet. So here's how I guess I would answer that question for you, Michael, since you're already an owner of Boeing. If there's going to be a change in trend out here, then what we should see is the TD9 breakdown resistance levels fail. So far, and you take a look at this 30-minute time frame chart, how it's working pretty well. See at the 267.64 level, that set up the first TD9 breakdown resistance area. And when price was bouncing, this is back on March 18th, you can see that price ran right in that resistance level, sold off. Sells off, moves down, and so the next resistance level that you have out here is 253.87. If price is able to close above that, that's your 30-minute time frame, then that would be suggestive at least a further rally, and that further rally being up to the 272 area out there. I wish I could do better for you, provide you with even better information with certainty or something, but I can't because I just don't. This is what I see in the charts. So I hope that helps you out. Thanks so much for writing in, and hope that we hear from you again. Let's go to the next question. Next question is from Craig E. Craig writes in and says, I was hoping you could give some thoughts on Bitcoin and AMD for intermediate entries. So how are we going to do the Bitcoin? Let's see here, because I don't have that. Well, let's do this. Let me just throw it in here. BTC, it just rolled. Oh, I know. I'll just do it as the continuous contract and just pray that it all works out okay out here. But I know that it just rolled, and so the data that I would get, the throughput here, isn't substantial enough. So let's just give this a moment for everything to update. And you're looking for an intermediate term time frame for Bitcoin. The ideal or potential ideal entry point for you, Craig, is going to be 46,295. Now, on a daily time frame, that's going to be panel number 2 from the upper right. It says day, 1 day on there. You can see the TD9 count. The price right now is inside its daily profile. And so the price pulling back to the breakout level, that's the 46,295 area. That may be what it's up to. So that's your potential entry level. What you'd like to see happening as price gets down there, you'd like to see on the 15, the 30, 65-minute chart, you'd like to see bottoming signals, much like you do now. But is this the bottom? Not necessarily. And so you're looking for an intermediate term trade. We'd really kind of be focused on the weekly. The weekly's got 49,912 as a potential area, but I'm going to go with the dailies, 46,295 at this moment in time. So I hope that helps you out. I know you also want to take a look at AMD. So let's get those charts going. And my other screen, I'm going to get up the, whoa, boy, is that great English or what? Wonderful grammar, Steve-O. I'm going to get my other charts rolling, just see if I can see anything. But this seems to have populated pretty quickly. So you're looking for an entry point here. Actually, so here's, and you're looking for an intermediate term. So if we look at the weekly time frame chart, let me just expand it out for you. The weekly shows a Rhodes Momentum Indicator top. And right now, price is below the bottom of its weekly profile. I don't know where it closes, but this much, Craig, if it does close below 78.60, that suggestion is to head to lower price. That's the weekly chart. The daily time frame for AMD, let's open this up here, see what we can figure out. Price is below red oscillator and change line. It has found support at the bottom of its daily profile at 75.17. But is that enough to take a trade? It's not enough for me. You don't have a bottom signal out there. And the weekly says, hey, hold on, I may really want to head lower. So on AMD, what is the number that we're going to look at? So that's really a great question. Well, you got 65.52 as the top of the profile on the monthly out here, Craig. So right now, short of any other pattern setting up, I think you and I have got to go with 65.52 as your entrance into ticker symbol AMD. So hope that helps you out. Thanks so much for writing in. The next question comes from Alex. Hey, Alex, nice to hear from you. He says, hey, Steve, is your seasonal outlook all the same for viable low end of March, then rally into May? So that's a great question. And what we're going to do is we're going to try to answer Alex's question as best as we can when we get back from this break. This is Steve Rhodes with TFNN. Got Dow up 76, S&P up 6, NASDAQ 100 off 41. We'll be right back.
Hi, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. The printing presses are working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The U.S. deficit has risen 200% in 1 year with no end in sight. The markets are looking for an additional stimulus bill to get us through this once-in-a-generation pandemic. There is no free lunch, folks. The more stimulus dollars put into the marketplace, the less your dollar is worth each and every day. This is the time to protect yourself with a portion of your portfolio in the metal market. The Gold Report comes out each Monday morning. I bisect and dissect the dollar, silver, gold, the XAU, and the HUI. The Gold Report is a long-term hedge against the dilution of your buying power. The U.S. has put more than $6 trillion into the marketplace in the last 6 months, with more expected in the next few months. The market did and does need the stimulus, but it will have long-term implications on our buying power. The Gold Report comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Go to TFNN.com and order the Gold Report now. Protect your buying power. Order the Gold Report now.
You could be making money off the stock market. And if you're already making money off the stock market, you could be making a lot more. Check out TFNN and Tiger TV and get expert investing advice to give you the power to control your financial future. Go to TFNN.com and find the newsletter for you. Whether you're into trading gold, metals, futures, currencies, or options, you'll get advice and analysis to help you seriously get ahead. TFNN also features trading services with a 30-day money-back guarantee for new subscribers, as well as TFNN's Tiger Den trading room, trading software, and educational webinars for all trading levels. And make sure you check out Tiger TV for free on TFNN.com or TFNN's YouTube channel for live financial content from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern on market days. Stop watching on the sidelines while other people get rich and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartleys, ABCs, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. So Alex wrote in, again, his question is our seasonal outlook the same for a buyable low in March with a rally up into May. And what Alex is referring to is this chart here that you see on the screen. And this is the annual seasonal cycle of the Dow over the last 86 years. I believe that what Alex is referring to is this little March 2nd spike. Now, we don't use these dates as exact dates. Sometimes it just works out that way, the average of the last 86-year data. But here's where he's saying, hey, I can see price moving up into May, and that is certainly one possibility. And there's nothing yet. Well, I can't. What the heck happened there? Where the heck did my holy shnikes out here? So during that break, and I didn't notice it. Sorry about that, folks. There's something very strange going on here in Stevie's system. I think the NSA is back in town, and they're screwing with us, folks. Don't let that happen to us. Man, yeah, it didn't run off into the sunset. I tell you, I didn't close the sheet. Now, this is going to take a little while to upload, unfortunately, because there's so many worksheets that I've got open. So we're going to go with game plan B here. Stevie's always got another game plan, or he hopes he does. So now let's go do this. Let's flip back to a different page and set of charts out here for the Dow. Okay. For the Dow. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. And I apologize, folks. You got to just bear with me. You don't have any other choice. But we're almost there. So stop sharing. Share this. Share that. Okay. So now what we've got up on our screen that's trying to populate out here is the actual Dow. Please ignore. I'm going to ask you to ignore the market profiles that are out here because they're really not accurate when it comes to taking a look at the index. Not any new processor. I just need the NSA to stay the heck out of my system out there. They don't like me out there. In any event, so here's what we know about the Dow, and I'm specifically going to take a look at here, Alex, to answer your question. I think I'm going to specifically take a look at the Dow daily. So here's what we know so far about the Dow daily. I'm going to expand this chart out for you, and that's this. Yesterday was a close below the bottom of its daily profile. The day before was a close below the bottom of its daily profile. Today may still close below the bottom of its daily profile. Again, you're not looking at this chart here and its profiles, even though I kind of got confused out there. I know where the Dow equity future contract is trading, and it's right at about or below the bottom of its daily profile. So what that is suggesting to you and I, Alex, is there's a change in trend that is underway. And so maybe that March low that we're looking at still hasn't come in, or maybe it's not at all. But what this suggests to you and I right now, based upon yesterday's data, even based upon today's data, is there's a possibility that we're going to see the Dow pull back into the 31.5112 level. 31.5112 is the TD9 breakout area. There's no other way for me to read that technically for you. And so we're going to put the seasonal cycle kind of off to the side. And instead, what you and I are going to do is we're going to focus in on the patterns. So here that pattern says 31.512. That's on the daily time frame. When we open up the charts for the Dow, which we have, we take a look at the weekly time frame chart, price isn't going to head substantially lower unless we see the Dow give up its weekly oscillator unchanged line. So this feeds into Alex's or the seasonal cycle pattern. It says, hey, this is just a normal pullback to test support. And at this stage, that's what the weekly chart is telling you. 32,189 or thereabouts is where you would need to see price close below to confirm really that intermediate term change in trend out there. So that's a number to watch. That doesn't mean that what we just looked at in the daily doesn't mean that there's not a change in trend. But right now, the key level of support that you need a confirmation of that is going to have to be a weekly close below that oscillator unchanged line. There is no topping signal out here on a weekly time frame. That's the Dow. The monthly time frame shows we're in the bar following bar number 9 of a TD9 count, so that's got a potential top. The 195-minute, what you see out here, Alex, you see a TD9 count top. This, let's just do this. Shoot, I can't really do that. Well, maybe I can't just do this. Let me just go with the continuous contract for the. I don't want to do it on this. I don't want to do it on this set of charts either. Oh, shoot. Now we've got 3 minutes to a break. Folks are trying to figure out game plans here. And I'm not doing a very good job, am I? So, yeah, during the break out here, the next break, which is about 3 minutes, I'll get another set of charts up there. I don't want to have to wait a minute for that to happen. But so I'm going to answer Alex's question. No, right now I think we're in a area of uncertainty here. I can make both cases. In fact, not me, but the charts are making both cases here. And I'm not sure which one to give priority to, but I am paying heedance to certainly the Dow's daily time frame chart. And I'll just put this chart up here just to give you guys a quick feel for why the bottom of these profiles is so important. I mentioned a change in trend. Here's the Dow Equity Future contract. And right now you can see that it's just slightly below the bottom of that daily profile, much as if we were looking at it on those. Oh, you're not even seeing that. Hold on a minute here. My apology. Share screen, go to the main one. Here we go. So now this is the chart that I was referring to. That you're kind of trying to follow along with me and saying to yourself, what the heck is Stevie looking at? Oh, here we go. This is what I was looking at. So these blue horizontal lines show you periods of time where price closes below the bottom of a daily profile. When it doesn't close, it just tests it. That's really your buy the dip opportunities out here. Now, what this daily chart doesn't help us understand is where is price headed to. But I wanted to be able to at least come back to this to be able to help Alex or you understand why I'm answering Alex's question the way that I did. Does that make sense? Good. I hope that it makes sense. So, Alex, that's why right now I'm saying, hey, we're getting a very subtle change in trend signal inside of the Dow specifically. So that's what I've got. I hope that helps you out. I hope I did a decent job as best I can with my hands tied behind my back in answering that question for you. Let's try to go to our next question out here. Stevie can do any better. And this one's from Michael P. And Michael wants to take a look at ticker symbol DASH, dash. So let's get back and take a look at our 3 time frame charts out here, if I can get there. 3 time frame charts, DASH. And Michael's question is, would you short dash here? All right, so Michael, you're below the bottom of a daily profile, but you've been, this has got an A to B equals CD pattern. And let's draw that in here. Now, everybody this is an IPO that goes back a couple of years ago, but basically everybody that's in this right now is in a losing position. So we're going to need to see a real good reason for you to short this, because the short there's been several probably shorting opportunities. But Mike, I want you to see this. You've now got on a daily basis the 1 to 1.272 A to B equals CD pattern out there. No bullish reversal signal yet. But if you got that, dash actually becomes a buying opportunity, not a shorting opportunity. We're going to go to a break. But during that break, or when we come back to the break, we'll take a look at the short-term time frame charts for Michael. Many of them show bottoming signals out here. And so we'll go try to figure out where dash might be trading up to. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back.
Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
The technology around us is changing every day. With so much happening, it can seem impossible to keep up with all the information. David White's investment newsletter, The Technology Insider, is designed to give you all the information you need to understand the technology that shapes today's markets and tomorrow's future. David White has made his living staying on the cutting edge of technology. His weekly newsletter will give you specific recommendations for value tech stocks, as well as entry prices, target prices, and stops to set for each trade. Dave delivers his weekly newsletters every Friday with updates throughout the week. You can get the Technology Insider at TFNN.com for only $37.50. Sign up for David's newsletter, The Technology Insider, and get an inside look at everything the technology sector has to offer. Try it risk-free today with our 30-day money-back guarantee. TFNN, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. So we're taking a look at ticker symbol DASH. That is DoorDash. Which is nobody that is an owner of this stock is a very happy camper out there. Now, aren't these are the delivery dude guys, right? Of course, down here we've got a local company called Delivery Dudes, but and during this pandemic, this is how the stock. This should be their time period where they're rolling in the hay, and they're not rolling in hay. They're rolling in the other thing out there. It doesn't smell as good as hay, if you know what I mean. But now is not the time to jump on them, Michael. Now, you don't have a confirming bottom signal, but here's what we do have. We know we've got the A to B equals CD pattern. We're going to change our charts and take a look at our multiple time frame charts for Dash. If you look at the lower right, you can see you've got a 15-minute Rhodes momentum indicator signal. Price took out 128.17. That's a positive. It's above the oscillator and change line. That's a slight positive. The 30-minute chart shows resistance was at 129.67. The TD9 breakdown level, that's the area you're going to be watching, because if price closes above that, that'll be your first signal of a potential change in trend. You can see on the daily time frame, price is moving lower, doing less relative energy. If you actually got a bullish reversal candle today, the signal here, Michael, would be to buy, not to sell. Now, you don't have that signal just yet, but if you look at each of these charts out here, look at all those Rhodes momentum indicator signals out there, and all of those are the indication of a instrument that is attempting to form some type of a bottom out there. You don't have that signal yet, but I would definitely hesitate on jumping on the short side of DoorDash out here, but doesn't look very promising for a company like that. How are things going to get better for DoorDash after just going through this this experience? That's what we'll call it, this experience that we've gone through. Let's go to our next question out here. This one's coming in from Marvin, Starvin Marvin. Marvin writes in and he says, I want to start a swing trade on ticker symbol ORCL. That's Oracle. So let's punch up Oracle, ORCL. And what else is the question? Just simply, you're looking to start a swing trade. So from a swing trade standpoint, you can start it, but really, Marvin, your swing trade entry area was at $66.14. So $66.14, price traded at that level, the trading day of March 18th, March 17th, March 19th, March 22nd, and even kind of opened just above that level on March the 23rd. So for about 5 days down there, that's the bottom of its daily profile out there. Price now is headed up towards resistance, which is 69.47. So the reward risk doesn't make much sense. At 69.47, Marvin, you've got the top of the daily and the top of the weekly profile. Oh shoot, I'm sorry. I apologize because let me just switch charts here because you're not seeing. Well, are you seeing it? Yeah, you're seeing the top of the weekly 6947. So that's okay. Let me go back to those charts out there because that was actually showed it. So my apology. And I'm just so used to working on my front screen here, folks. Right now I'm getting a kink in my neck from having to turn so much to the side. But yeah, you can see it's 6947. You've got the top of the, it doesn't stand out as clearly, but it's 6947 is the top of the weekly. It's the top of the daily profile out here. So I don't want you to get into something that's headed up towards resistance. And even on the weekly chart, so as price was testing the bottom of that 6614 area, price was also testing its oscillator unchanged line out there. So maybe you're in a bit of a consolidation here in Oracle. And likely to get up to that 6947, I would say, from a swing trade standpoint, Marvin, wait for it to pull back. If it does, back into that 6614 area. And if it closes above 6947, then it's likely headed back towards its highs out there. Oracle's not done moving to the upside. On a monthly basis, this month, it appears to, of course, the month's not over, but appears to be negating its TD 9 count pattern out here. So that bodes well. But Marvin, I'm hesitant to suggest that you get in right now, but you make the decision. You can see where the resistance levels are and then go from there. So thanks so much for writing in, and best of luck to you on this trade. Next question coming in from Eric. Eric writes in, he says, you indicated the Dow may be showing signs of pulling back. Well, that's true. I did say that. Do you see the same signs in the S&P 500? So great question. And let's do this here. We're going to switch over equity futures. Is this what I pulled up? That's not what I thought I was going to pull up. This one. There we go. So let's get this going. Now, what I've got to do here, if you give me just a moment, let me get this rolling here. ES 0621. So the very first thing, Eric, that I want you to understand is when we took a look at the Dow, we noticed that we've seen 2 consecutive closings below the bottom of that daily profile. Shoot, we don't want to look at this version of the profiles. Okay, so we're going to game plan C. Good thing Steve has multiple game plans. And in game plan C, we're going to look at my black background charts. And we're going to do this. We're going to come take a look at this version of the ES Mini. So the ES Mini just rolled. And what I'm using here is my synthetic version of the contract, which is more accurate than what we were looking at as far as the profile levels on the white background charts. I apologize about that. I wish that it wasn't that way. It is, so I just deal with it and know how to deal with it. So here, what you're looking for, Eric, you need to see 2 consecutive closes below 38.81. Yesterday's close, by the way, was 38.80.75. So just a slight close below that. If we get a second close below that today, 38.81.45, then just like the YM, you'll have a subtle message inside the ES Mini that it too has this change in trend. Now, when I say change in trend, I'm not necessarily referring to, hey, we've seen a major market top out there. I am nowhere near that kind of a camp, but that doesn't mean that we can't see prices pull back for 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months. But we're not looking at prices pulling back for 2 years out here. So we're definitely, or Stevie, and the charts are definitely not in that camp. I think that's just wishful thinking by some bears out there. But to answer your question specifically, do we see the same signs in the S&P 500? As of 1:49 in the afternoon, we don't. Now, the other thing that you would see in a change in trend, Michael, is you will see the spot volatility index. Well, let me just do this. You will see the spot volatility index trading above its 50-day exponential moving average. The 50-day exponential moving average is 22.88. The spot VIX is trading at 20.92 right now. If you take a look at those yellow rectangular boxes on my screen, and hopefully you're watching on Tiger TV, what you see out here, those are time periods when the spot volatility index was trading above its 50-day exponential moving average. So you really need those ingredients in order for the S&P 500 to generate that signal for you, to give you that confirming signal. Now, it's also not surprising to suggest that we might see some kind of little bounce here. And that's really courtesy of the New York Stock Exchange. And on the New York Stock Exchange, you're looking at that advanced decline oscillator. That is the second panel. It closed below minus 150 yesterday. Minus 150 is where it signals to you and I that the market is oversold. And when a market is oversold, you typically see some type of a bounce out here. Does that bounce start right now? You know what? Let's let the profiles answer that question for us at day's end. So, Eric, I hope that helps you out with regard to the question on the S&P 500 via the ES Mini, via its TAS market profiles, combined with that 50-day exponential moving average for the spot followed to it. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back.
Sharpening your skills as an investor is like getting better at playing a musical instrument. You have to practice, sure, but you also need excellent instruction from experts. At TFNN, you'll get advice and guidance from the authority in technical market analysis. And it's not just dry, tedious text either. TFNN airs live financial content streamed live on TFNN.com and TFNN's YouTube channel with Tiger TV, live every market day from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern. For free. Each host is an experienced trader and gives their take on the market while taking calls and questions live from around the world. From the moment the market opens until the closing bell sounds, Tiger TV has 8 different shows with expert hosts to help you make the right moves with your money. Watch online at TFNN.com or on TFNN's YouTube channel and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
Markets can rise and fall like the tides. Subscribe to Basil Chapman's newsletter, The Opening Call, and you too can ride the wave. Basil Chapman is an authority in technical analysis. His Chapman Wave trading system has been helping traders identify trends and capitalize on momentum in the markets since 1984. TFNN invites you to test Basil's proprietary Chapman Wave trading methodology with a monthly subscription to the Opening Call newsletter for only $149. Your subscription to the Opening Call comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee, as well as daily market updates on key indexes, stocks, and commodities. Ride the wave! Sign up for the Opening Call risk-free today.
Introducing Primal Edge.
Today, it's even more important to take a supplement that complements your health. Primal Edge is specifically formulated to boost your immune system and help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Our early ancestors found all their nutritional requirements in the wild environment. But today, our food sources don't contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients that we need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated humic and fulvic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They've been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, without them, life cannot exist.
That's right, Ellen. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge. Just $89 exclusively at TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. So we got a couple questions for the close us out here. This one coming from our YouTube channel, Microsoft. Is the just to take a look at Microsoft. We can now, what I can tell you, share with you, is Microsoft on the trading day of February 16th. That generated on a daily basis, that generated a bearish engulfing candle that confirmed a Rhodes momentum indicator top. The weekly chart, right back here, this is a bearish engulfing candle, really the same time period, that also generated a bearish engulfing candle to generate a Rhodes momentum indicator top. So right now, you've got Microsoft consolidating between the price level of about $225.62 and $239. It's just in a consolidation. Is it going to head lower? It may. Head lower to where would be the question. Let's go take a look at all those other panel charts out here. And what we're going to see is On a daily basis, let's expand this out. Microsoft already cracked its breakout level. That was at 232.43. So the next one is down at 212.63. I don't have the indication yet that that's where price is headed to, but I want you to just keep that on your pad of paper as certainly one possibility. Back to the weekly time frame chart. You're going to watch the bottom of that profile, 225.62. If that gives way, geez, this is actually saying it could get down to 157.58. So that is truly a possibility. But support hasn't broken. You've got the confirming top, and right now you just simply have price consolidating with inside that weekly profile. So I hope that that helps you out. The next one comes from Brad in Houston, and Brad wants to take a look at Netflix. Let's see if we can get these things up here on my, oh, shoot, I typed in the wrong thing, so now we got to go back to plan A, NFLX. Let's get that on my black background charts. Let's see if we can get to that screen for you. And with regard to Netflix, here's what we know. We know that right now it's just trading with inside. It's trying to go test support. Support's the bottom of its profile daily, 499.26. 496.43 is also support. If Netflix closes below 496.43, it's on its way to the 432.461 area. Folks, thanks so much for sticking with me today. Sorry for a little bit of the awkwardness. We'll try to avoid that tomorrow on Fantastic Friday. But have a thirsty Thursday. Be safe out there and stay tuned for 2 more great hours.